Hometown of Auburn, free road, a stranger one fine day. The race he did rest as the wind along his way. Then I those riders in the sky. Hometown of Auburn, free road, stranger one fine day. Now say, hometown of Auburn, free road, stranger one fine day. See the road into town. Didn't have much to say. Horse riders in the sky, in the sky. If you're young, if you're young, horse riders in the sky. From the town of Auburn, free road, the stranger one fine day. Those riders in the sky. Howdy, whoever stopped in there, thank you guys. I'm here promoting the basic guitar tutorial channel. My name's Clyde, if you're first time here. And I do basic stuff, basic fundamental foundations of music, how to make chords, how to work around bar chords and find your notes, stuff like that. And I break down songs on my channel. So if you guys haven't looked at my channel, I'd appreciate if you consider looking. Should be a link down there at the bottom or at the top. And thank you, Salem. I appreciate that. I don't know about good, but I try to do the best I can. Now, I'm here to hopefully help you guys play better if you play, or if you want to play. And it's mostly for beginners and, new folks. Anyhow, thank y'all for stopping in. Everybody asked for a song by Marty Robbins, so I was working on that. I've got 2 or 3 on my channel, but I'd already forgot the chords. CS, I don't know what that means. CSL. From the town of a free road, a stranger one fine day. Ghost riders, what I'm trying to find in the sky. I don't even know if that's all the right words to it, guys. But the chord progression is what. Thank you for stopping in. Yo, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you for, wow. Thank you for stopping back in again. Well, I'm in the Philippines, so, your morning and mine are different. It's actually my morning over here now. It's 8:30 in the morning. Or right close to it, 8:27. But I thank you guys for stopping in that have stopped before. It means a lot to me. Any of you new folks, I hope y'all consider looking at my channel. I'm just here to promote basic music theory and basic chords and how to make them and break down basic songs. And I try to make them easy. That's really all it is to it. Basic stuff about how to find notes on the keyboard, how to use this thing they call a cage system that it took me a long time to wrap my head around because I didn't want to fool with it. But cage. This cage system thing, how to identify, what, if you're using the E string, then you use the E shape. You lift your finger, you got a bar chord, a minor, simple stuff like that. Second string, you use an A shape. Third string, you use an F shape. And fourth string, you use this shape. I call it a stretched out C or E. And what is the last one? The B. You use a D shape. Stuff like that. Anyhow, fellas, if y'all have any questions or comments, please leave them. I appreciate you stopping, and I'll try to answer them for you. If you want to hear a song, if you want to hear a chord progression, I may or may not know it. If I do, I'll play it. If I don't, you put the chords down there, and I'll still play it. So that's what I'm doing here. Thank you guys for stopping in. And again, any questions about music or basic music theory, stuff like that. Hello, is that Millie? Thank you, Millie. I remember your name. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. And like I said, everybody's been asking for Marty Robbins stuff lately. And I got some of this stuff on my channel. But I had to go back to Chordify, whatever it was, look the chords up. Marty Robbins usually uses a capo somewhere, an A minor. From the town of Boggle Free, a roller stranger one fine day. As he rode into town, didn't have too much to say. Back to the A minor. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo. Horse riders again. Just stuff like that, guys. Riffs, basic chord structures. That's what I try to do. I try to show you how to make them. And that's all the channel's about. So if you have any questions about a song or about music or about a chord progression, ask me. If I know it, I'll play it for you. In the meantime, I guess I'll do what was I doing yesterday? I was doing a Jim Reeves song. Somebody was from the country, and I think they came from in America. And they asked me to do a song, so I'm gonna do that song again today because it's pretty easy to do. If you guys don't know who Jim Reeves was back in the day, you pretty much he was a big heavy in Nashville at the time in the '60s, and you couldn't, him and Farron Young, those guys were big heavies like y'all have these, whoever it is now, Jelly Roll and those guys, or whoever it is, Wallen Morgan, those kind of guys. Anyhow, this is the song, and it's 3 chords, guys. But don't look so sad. I know it's over. Hello there, my boo-eye Jeffrey. Thank you for stopping in. But life goes on, and this old world keeps on turning. Now to add some tension to this D chord, you can go to a D7 here, like that. And you got to resolve that D7 somewhere. And so it's going to go to a G. Just be glad we had some time together, you and I. There's no need to cross the bridges that we're burning. And that's 3 chords. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold it warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops falling soft against the window. Make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. Is that gig? I can't hardly see it, guys. My eyes are still watering. I'm taking medicine for allergies and stuff. But anyhow, fellas, 3 chords, D, C, and a G or an A. You can play a bunch of songs with them chords. And that's what I'm here to promote. No, I think Persian music, though, if I'm not mistaken, is that Matan? Mahan, I think that as it relates to the guitar, there's this thing called modes, and you will play a Mixolydian mode or some various variation of a mode to get that sound. And no, I don't know any Persian music. I wish I did, but thank you for asking. Uh, and this will lead me into discussion about modes, guys. Modes are a simple way of adding a color to your music, or to a flavor to the music. If you can imagine an artist painting on a canvas, and he mixes white and he mixes alizarin crimson, then that makes that alizarin crimson, which is nothing more than red, a little lighter, maybe turn it into an orange, burnt orange or something. And that's what the modes do to music. And these terms they use, like Ionian, Phrygian, Mixolydian, and I can't even remember them all. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. All they need is number 1 chord, number 2 chord, number 3 chord, number 4 chord. You start on that chord. And somebody says Ionian. Let's play something in key of C Ionian. That means start on the 1 chord, which in the key of C, the 1 chord would be C. You look like you make what on a cornbread without a recipe. I can't make corn. I can make corn. God don't bring up cornbread. I love it and I miss it. They ain't got it over here in the Philippines. Yeah, I love fried cornbread. I'm Alabama, fellas. I'm about as southern as you get. Connecticut sausage, deer sausage. Oh my God, grits and gravy. Ooh, sawmill gravy, tomato gravy. Oh my Lord. We use that old fatback bacon. There in America, you could buy, poor folks, we used to buy this big old box of bacon in. And they had mostly fat. But dear God, you fry that stuff up and get you some biscuits. Woo-wee. Anyhow, yeah, I miss that stuff. And I can't make a pot of cornbread without a recipe. Yeah. And thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. And that's my nickname, by the way. Whoever brought that up about cornbread, it's actually my nickname, cornbread. Give me something. What does that say? Gravy is the best, yeah. Tomato gravy, I love it. Yeah, and hog jaws. I love hog jaws. I love hog head cheese. I used to do a lot of coon hunting when I was in America, and I love sardines and onions and get some crackers. We'd go down to Pea River there in Elba. I'd sit on the back of the truck because, them dogs, roo, they went up and down the holler, roo, back this way. After a while, they'd treat that coon, but before they did, I done ate me a couple cans of sardines and onions back when I had my teeth. I just eat them raw, like eating an apple. I love that kind of lifestyle and that food, so I miss it a lot. You know any black Buck Owens? Of course. I got a bunch of stuff on my channel. I'll try to do one for you. They're gonna put me in a movie. They're gonna make a big star out of me. Biggest fool ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I'd win an Oscar, you can't never tell. What is it? They're gonna play me as a fool, 'cause whatever. Yeah, DG and A, guys. A lot of songs are DG and A. Buck Owens, Dwight Yoakam, Elvis Presley, all of them, guys. A lot of them are three chords and maybe a minor. And thank you for stopping in there. Want a cook? Is that a cookie? Thank you. Now, um, let me see who did this. Listen. Well, let me go do something I can remember the progression. Buck Owens had a big influence on Dwight Yoakam, by the way. So I'll do one of his. And again, out of the D. Guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly music, lonely, lonely streets that I call home. Guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly music, just all any of his songs. Now, I'm trying to think of others. But it doesn't really matter what the song is, guys. They're basic three-chord songs in one particular key, maybe with a minor. What does that say? Cash. Of course, I know Johnny Cash. No, I don't know No Grave, but I tell you what I do know. I did Hurt. Johnny Cash, that was one of the last songs he recorded before he passed. And it brought him a huge fan base, so maybe his family will benefit from that. Written by a guy named Trenton Zeno or something or other. I can do that. And I can do a lot of other Johnny Cash songs. I just don't know his whole repertoire. I do Ring of Fire, Folsom Prison, San Quentin, and Hurt. Yeah, 9 Inch Nails. I've been playing on and off all my life, Jace, but that doesn't really mean anything. We sleep about 25 years of our life away. So, I don't know, on and off, and probably more off than on. I ought to play a lot better, to be honest with you. Now, for the fellow that asked for No Grave, I'll do Hurt because I don't know the lyrics to the tune or the chord progression for No Grave. Here's Hurt though. Starts on A minor, goes to C, D. And what I do, guys, for the rhythm, I pick around the root of the chord. In this case, A minor, I'm picking up here around the A note for the. When I change to a C, you see I'm using this. I hurt myself today just so I could be. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. Try to wash it, let's see, the needle tears a hole. That old familiar stain. Try to wash it all away. I still remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest ring. Everyone I know goes away in the end. Anyway, I did a tutorial on that one. And it's on my channel. So guys, I get credit on my YouTube for you guys watching my videos. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to promote my channel. I'm a fairly new channel, and I'm competing with some big time fellows. I didn't really even think about this before I started it. In fact, I follow the fellows I'm competing with, Marty Swartz, and really no competition for them. A couple of guitar country tutorial teachers in America, Keith Williams, y'all might know him if y'all follow country music, and Rob, some young fellow named Rob, they're excellent guitarists. When I want to learn a country riff, I go to those fellows if I can't find it on Chordify or something. But that's what I do, guys. I'm just like y'all. I teach basic music, and if I want to learn a progression to a song, I don't know it, I'll go look it up on Chordify. And that's what I want to encourage you guys to do, is learn your chords. And howdy, what is that? Pasta Queen. I love me some good spaghetti. Have mercy. We make it in a frying pan in America, though. I throw about a half pound of butter in the pan and heat up some of that cheap hamburger meat and get me some of them some of that Italian mix out of the pack and chunk it in there and swoop it around. Dear God, and about a half pound Velveeta cheese. Woo-wee. Mushrooms, onions. Yeah, oh my God. All right. Anyhow, fellas, if y'all have any questions about music or anything, y'all please ask me, or a song request. I'll try to do it if I know it. If I don't, I'll tell you. And if you can put the chords down there, I might could still play the chord progression for you. Because that's what I'm emphasizing here, learning chords and that kind of stuff. And hopefully get y'all to come back to my channel and look at my videos. That's where I get watch time on YouTube. So I'm working my corner like, you go down to here in the Philippines, they have markets. Everybody's standing outside. Police, come here, get this fish, I'm trying to get y'all to look at my channel and consider subscribing, fellas. I'm paying my dues to YouTube. Got about 1,500 hours, and I started with 0, and I got about 1,600 followers or 1,700, and I started with 0. So I'm just working, basically. Anyhow, if y'all got a question about music or a song or anything related to music, ask me and I'll answer it. A lot of guys ask for Marty Robbins, so here's, I went just before I got on and I looked up the chord progression for Marty Robbins again. Starts on A minor. From the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Ghost riders in the sky. What sky? Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay. Ghost riders in the sky. Anyway, the chord progression, fellas. Always want. I'll try it. Always wanted, but never had it. Those eyelids little things get in the way. Too much pride can bring you sadness if you let it stand in the way. Now that's all I know of that song, and I don't even know what key he plays it in. The Cash Robbins version of Ghost Rider. It really doesn't matter to me which either one of them is. Both of them are great. And to be honest with you, I never did used to do Marty Robbins because he sang too high for me. And I favor Cash a little more because he's closer to my range. I'm a baritone, uh, and so bass. In high school, I sang bass. So yeah, it's all good, guys. It's music. I I don't try to put one artist against another because they're all in the same family. They're all musicians, just like you guys that play. And then watching this channel, you must have some interest in music or at least old country or old songs to be here. Otherwise, why'd you be looking at old man here? So it's all. We're all saying. If you say happy birthday, Aurora, Aurora, and you don't have to sub for that. This young man wants to say happy birthday to Aurora. Now I don't know who that is, but anyway, happy birthday to you. Anyway, how you doing this? I'm fair to middling. Is that Ook? I got a moderator on here, guys. That young man named Ook. Ook. he he's been gracious enough to be a moderator for me because I don't know anything about YouTube. And guys, we're in different time zones, and I'm probably interfering with his night by him. I don't know what possesses this young fellow other than just kindness to help me out because I don't know anything about YouTube. Uh, anyhow, yeah, that's Ookie. Yeah, I mean, I should say Uke. Anyway, that's my riding dog or what y'all call it, shotgun partner, or whatever. He helps me out with moderation because I don't know anything about it. I rely on you guys to be adult, but everybody doesn't want to be. Let's see. All right, so you okay there then? Okay. All right. Anyhow, fellas, you guys, you guys got a song or something or a question about music? Y'all put it down there. And truth of it is, there's some of y'all that are guitar players watching this, and if somebody has a question and I can't answer, you can answer it. I can learn from y'all. This is about learning, fellas. This ain't about look how good I am, because I suck pretty much, really. In my opinion, I suck. I'm not a great guitarist. I consider myself barely adequate to be. That's my viewpoint of myself. So we can learn here. That's what this is about, learning. Do I play guitar? I whack at it, yeah. What's the hardest chord? When I started playing, and it's probably still is, for most guitars, it's the B chord. Uh, there are workarounds for that. So you learn those things. Uh, B was probably the hardest chord, and it's B flat. Well, I figure if I get a B flat down, now I got a B. But the correct way to make that thing is you do your A shape and bend your finger over like. See how clean that is? But guys, this ain't a natural shape for me. I mean, that's hard if you got to change fast. So what I do is I just use the A shape here because there's in the cage system on the second string or the fifth string, depending on how you're looking at it, the A string, you can use the A shape to make chords. And it's very difficult for me, but that's how I make my beat. Uh, and there's diminished chords that I don't play in 11ths because those are very hard. There's some that require 2 fret stretches like this one right here. I don't even know what the name of this chord is, but it's in a lot of songs. Now, that's not a natural thing for me to do, so I try to find workarounds. Anyhow, I hope I answered the question about what was the hardest one. Uh, and on this particular guitar, all of them are hard because y'all see how much this thing ain't no. I ain't got no. It ain't never been. What do you call it? Set. It's about a 1/4 inch up down there at the bottom, and it gets harder to fret. Uh, but this is my throwaway guitar, and I use it because my other guitar's at the house. You, my brother, agree with you, my brother. The B was hard for me as well. Yeah, the B is hard, guys. They're workarounds for it. And while we're talking about B, I want to talk about the B minor for you beginners, because you know you can get around, play a bunch of songs without using the B minor, but it's inevitable. It's like riding down I-65 or I-10. You're gonna run into a roadblock eventually, and the B minor can be a roadblock for a lot of beginner guitarists. But there are ways around that. Now here's a correct B minor, guys. And this is not for you guitarists. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bore y'all, but this is for the beginners. Okay, that's a correct B minor with barring. But if you can't bar, you can do this. 1, 2, 3. Now, that's what I use because it's a quick go-to. Or you can go to, if you know how to make your A minor, you can go to your 3rd fret. Where is that? Right here and play it. Play this triad. Only the triad, that'll give you the A minor. Please tell me the date and the month you were born. I was born a long time ago, Satima. Uh, just a long time ago. I don't give out my personal information on YouTube. But anyway, thank you for asking. I'll just say I'm old as Methuselah. Any other questions about what you used yesterday? That's a different guitar. Yeah, guys, I got 5 guitars, and yesterday I was using the Yamaha, and I got 2 or 3 there, and I got a couple here, but my Taylor's a busted string on it. So this is trigger. This is my chunk away guitar. The string's about dead, but as long as they'll make a sound, I use it. And if I can make a chord with it, C chord, you know, this is about theory, really. Grandpa is rich. Wow. No, Grandpa ain't rich. Anyhow, any other questions or comments, guys? Y'all ask me anything, I'll be glad to try and answer. Who do you think is the best? Oh my God, so many great guitars. Now, you know, different genres, they're different guitars. I think Glenn Campbell is one of the most gifted guitarists that ever lived. I think Roy Clark is sorely underrated. He was on another level. Now, of course, Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed, those guys in the country and western genre, maybe Jeff Beck in the rock and roll, Keith Richards, Eric Clapton. I mean, there's so many great guitarists, guys. It's just hard to, you know. Can you play House of the Rising Sun by the Animals? Sure. I'll show you all the chord progression for it. Okay? Guys, starts on A minor, goes to a C, to a D, to an F, to the C, back, an E or an E7, whichever one you wanted to use, or this kind. Okay. I want to buy a guitar. Please tell me the classic. It really depends on what you want to play. You know, different people. Now, I have a classic guitar also because the strings are easier to chord. You know, they didn't hurt the fingers so much. It depends on you. You know, get them both. Get whichever one you like, whichever one you're comfortable with. What does that say? You were 15-year-old. How will you start your life again? Wow. I don't know how it started. I'd be a little more grateful for life. I'd be a little more appreciative of it. 15-year-olds, we think we're invincible. We're not, guys. That would be probably what I do is learn to be a little more have a little more gratitude for life. Games get acoustic if you like. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for that comment. See there? That's what I'm talking about. This young man is helping him out with this question. And that's what I want this channel to be about. If not necessarily on my lives, you can go to my channel, and those of you that subscribe to me, y'all see a notification, hopefully, something comes in. And, a question may be asked or a comment in, on a video or something about how to make a D11 or something. And some of you guys know this, y'all can help them, and that's what this is about, helping one another. Who do you like better, Eric Clapton or George Harrison? Ah, uh, I got to say I favor Eric Clapton because of his style of music, but George Harrison is great in his own right. All these musicians are individuals, and their own style of music is theirs. So it's hard to. And talking about Eric Clapton, I went and learned a couple of his songs I normally wouldn't play, fellas. That's Tears from Heaven and what is it, Layla. And the reason I wouldn't play them is I'm a country three-chord player. I wander so aimless like that. I play three chords and beat them to death. But you guys that watch my channel ask me to, when you subscribe, if you put a song down there, I'll try to learn it. Most of the songs you see is later songs you guys have requested, and I've tried to learn them. Have to learn how to do other chords. Who do you think? Which country you live in? I'm from America right now. I'm in the Philippines. Sweet Home, Alabama. That's an easy one, guys. Now the picking is not so easy. It's I think you can pick it around. But here's a three chords, fellas. D, C, and G, and little. I think you can play out of the G pentatonic on that. I'm not sure because I don't know all the lead for it. I play rhythm. Sweet Home Alabama, three chords. Any other questions or comments, guys? Please ask me. I really appreciate you being here. And anything's all right to ask. Please don't be shy to ask a question, and I'll try to answer because ain't no questions that. I remember being in school. I took math. I hated math. I wasn't good at it, and I dreaded that all through elementary school and middle school and high school. But when I got to college, I had to deal with it. But here's what I learned. I learned that way on back then, when I had a question, I should have asked it. It's better to be ignorant for a moment than it is to be ignorant forever. There are no stupid questions or no questions that aren't relevant. Stand by me. Yeah, that's B.D. King, I think. I did a tutorial on that. I can't remember the chords. I think it do, do, do. I don't remember all the chords. If y'all know them, put them down there. I've already done a tutorial on that. I did it several months ago, and it's on my channel. I appreciate you guys watching it. That's why I get credit for YouTube. That's where they stack up my bricks. You got to have 4,000 hours, guys. That's the passel of hours. And I'm trying to get you guys to watch my videos. I don't mind playing riffs, but I can't remember them all. I got 600 videos up there, fellas. Who is better, Eric Clapton? Who do you think is better? I don't know that I can't say anyone is better or not. I think they just have different styles. Now Hendrix, actually, now Jimi Hendrix is a whole nother monster. That dude, I was about 10 years old when Woodstock happened. Now Jimi Hendrix, I'd never even heard of the guy because I couldn't go to Woodstock. I didn't have no money. I couldn't even go down the street. Jimi Hendrix is just another monster, and he had talent that there's just some people in this world that are in a class of their own, and Jimi Hendrix is one of them. Some people consider him one of the greatest guitarists in the world. Uh, I think he's just in his own, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, you know, or what is it, B.B. King or the King brothers. Yeah, it probably is. Were you ever at big music festivals? Well done. That's an amazing. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping in. Uh, I can't see your name that well, but thank you, and I hope you have a good day or night. Uh, I went to a lot of concerts. I didn't go to music, big festivals like Woodstock and stuff. I had the privilege of being in concert, going to the, excuse me, guys, I'm getting over some sinus stuff. I've seen Jerry Reed, I've seen Eddie Raven, I've seen, not Eddie Raven, Eddie Rabbit, Roy Clark, who else? Uh, Vern Gosdin, guys y'all probably ain't never heard of. Gary Puckett. I've been in, several of their concerts, and I met Jerry Reed actually, uh, and I screwed up that pretty good. But he was very kind. He still signed the shirt for me. So I've met a lot of musicians through my life, and I've been fortunate to see. Hello there, uh, life of bluegrass. Thank you for stopping in. Anyhow, fellas, thank you for the questions, and I hope that y'all will keep asking them, and I hope that you will, you know, if you want to make a comment, please make it. I think my moderator is still here. I don't know. So, anyhow, fellas, I want to tell y'all that are here. If all of a sudden I just poop, it's because of the internet down here in the Philippines, guys. This is not a great, they don't have great internet down here, so it's liable to be dropped off any minute. In fact, I ain't sure of that already, because I don't see the chat moving. There we go. Gosden. No, Gosden. Do you want the younger generation to continue rock and roll? Uh, are the old rock and roll obviously getting old now? Uh, of course, I mean that's music is generational, guys. It's passed on. I mean, if you think about it, all the music we play, you can relate it back. I mean, you can go back to the Bible. The Bible makes a reference of David playing the larp or whatever they call it, or the harp, what I would call it, for King Solomon to soothe his, soothing. And music is generational, fellas, and it touches the part of us that you know, that we emote from. It touches our feelings, and it's just one of those things, guys. It's generational. Movies. I saw Smokey and the Bandit. That's where I met Jerry Reed. He came to a concert in Mobile. Guys, I'm an old fellow. I've seen movies you guys probably never heard of, like Love Story. And my favorite country singer, I love so many of them, but my first influence when I grew up was Hank Williams. Guys, when, y'all look at me, I'm an old man. Back in my day, Hank Williams, Jim Reeves, Claude King, Fats Domino. Guys, y'all probably ain't never heard of Farron Young. Uh, just a host of uh, you know guitarists and singers out that time. Yeah, Hank Williams is just three chords in the truth, just about. I mean, he epitomizes that probably more than anybody else. Uh, Let me see. And talking about Hank, Well, my fishing pole is broke, the creek is full of sand. My woman on her way with another man. No matter how I struggle and strive, let's see, never get out of this world alive. I went down to the river, watch a fish swim by. When I got to the river, doggone river went dry. Oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Just there's 3 chords, guys. I'm doing all right, and I hope you guys are too. What am I doing in the Philippines? I'm residing. I can't say your name, Moonshake. Moonshake. I'm residing over here. I'm retired, and the cost of living and a pretty girl. Uh, Now, I didn't go get a real young girl. This girl's about 10, 12 years younger than me, but a pretty girl. I got there's a family over here I'm living with, and I'm helping her get her kids through school. My kids are already grown, so that's what I'm doing over here. Hey, Grandpa, how are you? Said I. Fellas, any questions, y'all please ask me. I thank you for the questions. There's nothing, there's nothing off limits. The only thing I would ask you guys to do is just be kind to one another. I don't know if the moderator is still here or not, so I ask you guys to moderate yourself. We don't want to be adults sometimes, but yeah, I certainly don't. But look at me, it done happened. What is my biggest learning? I'm not. I'm. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'll tell you the biggest life lesson I've learned: gratitude. Be grateful, and take each moment for what it is, because it's all we got. That's the biggest life lesson that I've learned. Came to New Zealand one day. Come to New Zealand. I'm sure it is beautiful. What mistake you will not repeat again in life? Uh, Guys, I made so many mistakes. We all do. We're human. But here's the thing about a mistake. Uh, if you do it once, you might blow it off as a mistake. But if you do it one time, then you go back and do it again, it ain't no mistake no more. It's a choice. Actually, the first time was a choice, but we made a bad choice. But you made a bad choice and went back and do it again. It's a conscious decision. Uh, I will tell y'all this, and I'll do this for a public health service. One thing I wish I'd never done is start smoking. Uh, I started smoking back in the country, and we had rabbit tobacco out there. Y'all probably don't know what that is. We go out and pick it in the woods. I grew up in a family of drinkers and smokers, and I was going around picking up beers off the table before I was in school. And I regret that. Uh, I, I would encourage you guys to do not smoke, do not pick the habit up. If you do smoke, I would encourage you to consider quitting. Uh, that's it. That's one of my biggest regrets in my life as far as personal health. God's graced me with this many years despite my own ill doings. Now, I've recently quit smoking. I will tell you guys this. Uh, in fact, that's why my nose is still running all this crap. I had to go to the doctor a couple of days ago because of congestion. And I thought surely that I've already contracted emphysema or something. Uh, so, and why did I go to that conclusion? It runs in my family. I've had mother and brother die of cancer. My brother at around 50 years old. My mother died in her 50s. And they both smoked heavy. So, smoking, guys, is one of the biggest things I regret. I'm about 5 days without a cigarette now. and I'm breathing better, and I'm taking medicine for it, and I can reverse the damage to a great degree just by quitting smoking. So that, guys, is probably the most important public health announcement that I can make for you or suggest. Now, I don't want to bore you guys with that. Do you get clean drinking water? No, I don't drink tap water, but I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I didn't drink tap water in America. I did drink tap water in America, in Alabama. I didn't know better. I drank spring water out of the ground in the country. But here in the Philippines and in certain, I drink. No, you can't drink the water. They have bacteria in their water that we don't grow up. We're not used to growing up. Uh, and depending on your constitution, the drinking water could make you deathly sick or even kill you. No, I don't drink the tap water. Now, well water, eventually I might, I don't know, but I get what they call, I guess it's mineral water or constituted water, whatever. But no, not out of the tap, no. You guys in America know that you can't even drink water out of the tap in some states there in America. It's just not safe. I mean, one that comes to my mind is a terrible example is up in Chicago and man, what is that up there? I mean, the water supplies got so bad up in that area, part of the world that people couldn't drink their water, guys, and that's supposed to be, what is the processed water through that the EPA has approved. No, no, no. Boil your water, guys. Boil your water. Be safe with your water. Anyhow. Any other questions, guys? Because I want you to ask them, and I don't want to bore you. I want to, if you want to know something about music, ask me. If you want me to play a song, ask me. If you want to know how to make a chord, ask me. If I know, I'll show you. Stuff like that, guys. That's what I'm here for. Now, I'm going to play a couple more reels while I'm waiting because I don't reckon y'all know what you want to do. I'll show y'all a three-chord song that Brooks and Dunn, their first hit. Let's see. I saw the light I've been. Let's see. Let me get back. No. I saw the light I've been baptized by the flame of your touch and the fire in your eyes. Born to love again, I'm a brand new man. Three chords. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, fella. Uh, just anything y'all want to know. What does it say? How are you? I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking, and I appreciate that, Jay. I can't hear it myself, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. What does it say? Could you teach us how to? Yeah, I sure can. I'll do the barcode thing again because those are important, fellas. Uh, and if there are any of you guitar players here that hear something that I say incorrect or you've got a tip, please put it in here for these guys. This is what this is about, learning. I want to tell you things about bar chords. The first thing I want you to understand, fellas, it's not necessarily about strength. Now, we're told, well, you got to develop strength in your fingers. And to a degree, you do. But it's not about strength so much as it is technique. Now, what I suggest, and I did a video on this, learn how to make your E-shaped chord, guys, or your E-shape. With these three dogs right here, okay? Now, we are all taught, to make it like this, and that's okay too. But when you know you got a song that's got a bar chord in it, fellas, reason I'm emphasizing this chord shape, now watch, when I move it down, it's still an E shape, now it's an A minor. I move it up as an E. Now let's look at this. Y'all watch this here thing. Here we go. Wee doggy. I'm gonna go up here to the A. Now I got a bar chord. Y'all see what I did? I slid this shape all the way up here and I used this barring hand on the 5th fret. And I could do this bar all day. I may make it cleaner than that. All right, let's go to the B minor. Okay, guys, that's another way you can make it if you can't bar. But if you learn to use these 3 fingers to make this chords, it frees up this barring hand immensely. And it's more about flexibility than it is about strength. And you can move up and down the fretboard real easy. I'm probably hitting the wrong note. Sweet Jesus, what's going on? That's terrible. Let me go make it this way. Here's another one. If you have trouble with your bar chords like this one here, I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe it's me. Where the hell is it? There it is. Just move it. Freeing up your bar finger and using the side of your finger, guys, instead of laying it flat, try to turn it like this. And even as far as tilting your neck up and, line your hand with the guitar. But if you can't make bar chords, use workarounds, use triads. I'll show y'all something to emphasize this. All right, what is this? This is, I have to look at it because I don't make my F this way. This is the way a lot of guys make F now. You'll see that taught using the bar. But if you use the male Bay F, if you slide it up, you got an F sharp. That's the same thing as this F sharp here. If you slide up again, you got a G. That's the same thing as this G right here. Y'all hear the sound? Anyhow, I hope that was some help. Cameron. Yeah, Cameron, I remember the name. Howdy, thank you for stopping in. Fellows, the bar chords, I hope I gave you some helpful something. I really, truly want to help you guys, and because helping y'all helps me. That's why I do this. And thank you, they look great on you. Yeah, I guess they'll do. I try not to wear them. Anyhow, most time I wear them up here like this. But anyhow, fellas, that's my tips on bar chords. If you can't make them, learn workarounds. If you can't do this, use a triad. My point is this, guys. This same bar shape that you use up here for your F is for your bar chord start, okay? Now, a lot of you guys will say this chord's hard to make, and it is because you have to bar. But if you learn how to make what I call a male Bay F, or even a triad, or even 2, they make the same shape. I use the F for bar chords because I can move it around fast. Does that make any sense about the bar chord? Wow. Any other questions or comments, fellas? Please ask them. I appreciate your time and you being here, and I hope you'll ask them. And I hope somebody stop in. I reckon I need to hit a whack on here or something. Back to Neil Diamond. Where it began. I think it was early summer, and the summer birds, sweet Caroline. That's huh. Okay, guys. Any comments or questions y'all ask me because that's what I'm here for. Uh, the Marty Robbins thing. Tell Uncle Free road a stranger one fine day. Those riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi. Could you play Don't Cry, Guns N' Roses? I don't know that song. If you could put the chords down there for me, I could play the chords. And I appreciate you asking. I really do. No, guys, let me show y'all something. I'm going to be about as real as I can. Y'all see my iPad there is a flower pot. I don't have computers and stuff to pull the lyrics up, guys. If I did, I could play it. I'm relying on my memory. But I'm here not necessarily to play for you guys, but to teach you guys and encourage you guys to learn chord progression. To that end, if you could put the chords down there for that song, I could play the chord progression. And you'll find that the melody is going to be in that chord progression. And thank you for asking for that song. I don't know it. Let's see. 18. Let's see. I think I got something by Guns N' Roses on my channel. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, few more miles. Yeah. 18. I don't remember the chords for that, but it's up on my channel. So guys, that's what I'm here to hopefully encourage you guys to do, learn chord progression. So thank you for the request. I'll try to do something else. Whoa. How do you play? Plan on increasing your viewers. I believe in you. How do you plan? Just what I'm doing right now. I've got to do more lives. The internet, the life and everything is stop me from doing as many as I need to. But I'm gonna have to do more lives and increase my short feed probably. Uh, Guys, it takes a lot of views to get, to get monetized on YouTube. What is it? I think it's what, 3 million, 10 million. It's a passel of millions on your short feed, and it's 4,000 hours on your video channel. And hopefully, what I will do is get you guys to go to my channel and watch the videos there. That's where we get credit. We stack our bricks up in YouTube watch time. So that's my plan. Keep directing folks to the channel and hopefully make better videos. You know, uh, that will be probably what I will do. Uh, I don't ship cameras. I don't use edit stuff so much. How long have you been doing this, baby? Start along doing tutorials, form or short form. Yeah, I got tutorials on my channel, guys. That's what I do. I got 600 videos up there. Some of them are on how to make bar chords. Some of them on how to find your notes on the key, on the guitar fretboard. And a lot of them are songs, how to break down and play the chords. But there are so many great guitarists and teachers out here. If I really thought about it, I probably would have never done this. Because I am not in the caliber of some of these other guys. I'm way down here somewhere else. And you got to get the YouTube algorithm to get you out there. And YouTube has no conscience. If you don't make a good video, then they give it to a small test sample. And if they click it good, if they click rates and all that crap, guys. So I'm just doing the best I can with it, and I'm hoping my endurance will help me make it. Leonard Skinner, yeah. Or Simple Man. Or, I think that's it. I think that I do. Simple Man. I think the progression for that is D, C to G. Well, you might want to use these chords. Let's see. You might want to use add 9. I don't know. That gives it a little flavor. How long have I been doing this? Okay. I think Leonard Skinner done Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know. Or and he did Simple Man. Now, both songs have the same chord progression. It's just a different tempo and rhythm to the song. Anyway, fellas, thank you for asking. If you have any other comments or questions or anything, put it down there. I appreciate it. The algorithm evaluates this stuff. So there's like, don't like, whatever. It's okay with me. Just if you do something, then the algorithm knows you're interacting with me. Guys, y'all put a song down there you want to hear. I'll try to play it for you. Uh, what? Hi, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, Andrew. It looks like Andrew. Thank you so much. Andrew, if it was your first time here, I'm promoting a basic guitar tutorial channel. I break down chords and do basic tutorials. And so that's why I'm here. Trying to get you guys to look at my channel and maybe subscribe if you're interested in any of the content there. But anyhow, thank you. If you have any questions, by the way, about music or anything else, Andrew, while you're here, please ask. Feel free to. You guys have any comments, questions, feel free to shoot. Well, the day I started loving you, I'm right back where I really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heart and I've been everywhere, boy. I've been everywhere. I've been up and down, boy. I don't know the lyrics to it, but I can pretty much imagine it's kind of like Ring of Fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire, or Folsom Prison Blues. When I was just a baby, Mama. Progression and the lyrics to I've Been Everywhere by Johnny Cash. The last one I did, Andrew, by Johnny Cash was Hurt. That's actually the last recording he made before he passed. And I did that yesterday. I think it's on my channel. I'll show you the chord progression if you'd like to hear it. Probably show you where you want to or not, because that's the latest thing I've done. I hurt myself today just so I could feel. I focus on the pain, only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, that old familiar sting. Yeah, I've been to Talladega. I was privileged to go there once, Andrew. I like NASCAR pretty good. I don't like riding in a fast car. I like watching folks do it. I don't like airplanes either. I'm old timey fellow. If it goes faster than my mule, I ain't real thrilled about. I'm trying to think of who that young fellow was. Dale Earnhardt, Junior and Senior. I saw them guys a long time ago. Yeah, and I remember when we lost Dale when he hit the wall. Yeah, I followed it a little bit, but I never bought a ticket. Not that big a fan. Uh, and I don't really have a favorite driver. The ones that come to mind are Richard Petty. Richard Petty was good. I think Richard Petty played a little guitar, if I ain't mistaken. I like Richard Petty. Back when I was watching that stuff. But my God, it's been honestly years and years and years since I watched any of that stuff. Guys, my favorite sport, if you want to call it a sport, is uh, taekwondo or karate competition or boxing. I like one-on-one sports, where the individual is emphasized, and I guess NASCAR is one. It's more than one on one. It's one against a pack. But I like individual sports. Anyhow, any other questions or comments, fellas? Please ask them. Well, I know you don't want me. I know you don't need me. Tell me you want me. Say that I love you too. Something by Morgan Wallen. Yeah, I can play I'll Fly Away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away, I'll fly away to a home. Hey,
I'm back.
hey, you need some help?
Yeah, sinigatas now.
We got more stuff out there.
I
Sorry,
went wrong. The meeting is 1 o'clock.
excuse me, guys. I got to help.